everybody? What's good? Hello, hi. Hope y'all are doing well. How's everybody doing? Hello. Hello, sailor. Counts for the stream, none. So sit back, relax, and watch and/or listen to your favorite to our favorite raccoon build cute little houses in this cozy little game. Trying to see. Okay. I'm going to need to. It's classic. I need to reload my audio real quick, so I will not be heard. One moment. What's going on? There we go. Fucking classic. Oh my goodness. Okay. Reload the game this time. So, for those of you who may not know, for whatever reason, if I turn off my fan, like my ceiling fan, it totally annihilates my audio system for some reason. I have no idea why. And my whole computer just fucking crashed as soon as I tried reloading it. So that's cool. I apologize for that. But we're back. The game has audio again. We're good. Hello. Sorry about that, y'all. He's yapping. He's not heard. Oh no. I assume I could be heard now. In my condition. There we go. Hi. Oh hey. Happy birthday, Vi. Oh, we gotta sing Vi happy birthday. It's the rules. You guys ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Vi. Happy birthday to you. Ooh, happy birthday. Let's go. Happy birthday, Vi. Let's go. Very nice, very nice. I feel like the game is louder than normal. Happy birthday. Alrighty. Well, without further ado, as everything is hopefully here. There we go. Nice. We're in Tiny Glade. Let's go. Cute little village. Let's go ahead and start off with what we did last time. It's been a long time. But last time we started on this first place, a cute little flower forest. Very sweet, very sweet. We started with a nice little pond in the middle. Bunch of little ducks. Right, because it was like the heart-shaped pond, yeah. Our little home on the hill. Lots of sweet little decoration. It's very chill, very vibey. Heading down the road, it leads to another little house. A couple little houses. Some gardens and backyards and everything. And this is our cemetery. At least my best attempt at a cemetery, at least. We had a little island walkway, a little chill zen area here. That was pretty cool. We got the watchtower looking over the village. And to see over everything. Very nice. We got a little secluded little pond here. Pond or lake, I guess, depending on I mean, this would be considered a pond if that's the size of a duck. Lots of foliage around. Lots of pretty trees and floating lily pads and stuff. Got a little, I think this was an attempt at a statue. I think it was meant to be like a real ground, I want to say. Another little cozy hut out here, next to a little maze. A sweet little maze that you can go through. That I think is a little broken apart because I couldn't be too specific, but we tried. A little flower maze that's very sweet. Oh yeah, there's another little pond by this area. The statue is some form of abstract art. It is. This was our first village. We also had our snow village. Yeah, I remember. It's yeah. Yeah, no. Something like that. There we go. Yeah, we had our little snow village. Bunch of little houses in this kind of town square area. Didn't really do too much here. But each one of them has got a tiny little sectioned off backyard. stuff in between. All these hanging tapestries going from one building to another. Very wholesome, very sweet. Going all the way down. And some of the lakeside properties even opening up to the lake as well. Yeah. Very, very nice. And of course we got the main bridge. Without any safety, of course. The main bridge heading on to... I forget what we were considering this. I think it was supposed to be like a magic school. A cool magic school, because it gave that vibe, you know? You know, on a bit of elevated piece of land, casting a shadow onto the little village. So it looks, you know, even grander from down here. It's got all the roadways going out to these different watchtowers. Of course, tons of flowers, tons of flowers. And the main building itself. Big old building. Yeah. And I think there's deep here. Maybe. Ah. Look at this little guy. He's got a bird on his head. Yeah. We love him. Yeah. So these are what we built last time. Very, very nice. Now, we get to choose a new place. That's interesting. I think we did... Yeah, we did... No, we did Olden and then Winter. So let's veto those out for now, I think. Do we want to do Summer? We want to do Autumn? We want to do Flowery? Or do we want to do the daily theme? Today's theme being Twin Islands. He's got the zoomies, nice. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Green Summer looks like just bright greens. Autumn, which of course is the kind of cooler oranges. Flowery. And daily theme. Flowery, alright. Let's go ahead and get on in with it. Okay, so we don't get too terribly big of a area of land. We do get this little tower. What do we want to do with this? How do we want to imagine our flowery little village? Or it's not a village at all. It could be one property. It's giving Rapunzel. It is, isn't it? Little sheep. What to do. let's see. Let's look at some of the buildings. Of course, we got walls. We got what the fuck was that? Might sound stupid, but can we make a pond? Yeah, we can make a pond. You know what? I think I know exactly what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna clear out this area. And clear out this. And we are going to make big, deep. Want it to be not perfect. I think we want to raise general elevation back here. Not too much. Fuck. We'll say it comes from this like little spring over here. That's okay. We'll cover it up with some more trees, so it's kind of harder to see. But you know, we'll know that it comes from this little forest spring back here. Make sure it's nice and dense. There we go. Okay. Now I think we want to clear a little bit of the trees here. So we have a little bit of room right by the water. That's good for now. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Now, here's my idea. We will make some big old towers, some big old buildings right here. We want to set up shop. I think having towers near the outskirts. So yeah, we don't want it to be perfectly all the same height, but yeah, we want them close. Maybe like here. Okay. Right. It's getting night now. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Just build a few houses here. Not immediately on water, I think. Build them up a little bit. Make them, you know, relatively close to one another. don't want them all to be the exact same. We're okay with a little bit of differentiation here. But I think what we want is to make sure that each one is facing the lake. Because I think that's what this little place really wants to focus on. That looks nice. Add these little buildings as a park. That's bad. Actually, let's just get rid of that. Do better. There we go. Let's... Almost at it. There we go. There's that tower. Here's another we can add right here. Continue adding a few more houses here. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy. We just want... a nice little village surrounding this place. Now, I am going to be very... let's decorate these first, I think. Because we need... These don't have doors yet, do they? Let's go ahead and just add some doors here. I really want to keep some of the foliage here as much as I can. Because I want to go for a kind of like overgrown, abandoned look. Let's do real small roads. So I'm just gonna do like where our footpaths may have been. Areas where it's a little bit more overgrown. Don't be too specific with it. Just so that it looks like, you know, there was some kind of road here. these walkways. Next up, I will do some windows. Definitely in these taller buildings. They want to look out. Specifically a little lopsided. It's because I think that's a cute vibe. You know, asymmetry, that kind There we go, nice and cozy. Now they are and have remnants of smokestacks of chimneys. I'm going to try to keep them relatively all to the same side. So that gives the idea that these were possibly built by the same person. Small village like this probably didn't have a lot of masonry. Like people that are fluid with like mason's tools and stuff like that. So it makes sense that the same guy would work on a lot of these places. Some old flags up on the tops here. I typically would want to put lanterns kind of all around the sides, you know, lighting up the area, but I don't think we're going to put that here. Though I do think I would like to hide some in this area, that hopefully from a distance it just looks like that area is glowing at night. That might be cool. We'll see. Let's get some old old fences. We want just kind of scattered about, nothing crazy. Just to kind of give a rough idea where some of these fences may have fallen. The idea that they were surrounding the village a while ago seemingly no longer. Just keeping them nice and scattered about. There we go. About let's raise this land a little bit. Kind of give a little bit of context to the general raise back here. Make it seem a little bit more natural. This area is kind of far enough. Okay. Else would we be some fences by the water. It's like maybe there were docks at a point. I'm gonna try to keep these fences kind of like in between the houses, not necessarily like right in front. Both for stylization, as well as the idea that someone can go from their front door and easily go get water right out front without having to get past everything. Let's go ahead, fill out some of these areas back here that are a little light. We want the idea that this place was cleared out. The only places that weren't really cleared out is kind of like where this spring is coming from. Okay. I really can't see shit. Everything's just blue. Okay. Now, everything here, as it is pretty alive. Probably get away with some of these little posts here, huh? Scatter a bunch of them. Makes it really look like there's something going on in there. Okay. Now the way that this is looking now, it is very live. This is lived in. There's people here, but I think we want to make it old. I think we want to make it abandoned. So I'm gonna get rid of a little bit. It's a little bit. Yeah. I like that. We'll just erode some of this stuff. Making it look like it has been long dead. That's why I didn't really bother putting too much effort into the decorations on the buildings themselves. So I want this place to look like somewhere where you're lost in the woods and you stumble across these kind of old ruins and you just kind of wonder what could have been. Letting nature kind of take over. Just, yeah, I kind of like that. Everything's eroded, kind of grown over. Pieces may remain here and there, but for the most part, it's gone. It's slowly being reclaimed back by nature. I've always thought buildings like that are interesting. Just gonna clear out the walls in each of these towers. Fish my people. Yeah, look at the little fish. Yeah, we can zoom in on the flowers. Look at that. Very pretty. It's closer to what we'd get from a street level. Just looking on about. Going through these streets and just seeing these buildings fall into ruin and reclaimed by nature. All the while, the lake still thrives. It's kind of cozy in its own way. In a strange way, I guess. I've always just thought this is kind of a neat aesthetic. Something that was once populated, but now is gone, but it kind of tells its own story, I feel. I like it. I wish we can let something out in the water. Or maybe we can. There we go. If I... Seems like I can't erase that. Yeah, the whole thing. Well, we tried. Looks like a place you would find in a fairy tale. Yeah, I kinda like it. It's cozy in its own way. Tranquil. Just made an abandoned village. Pretty neat. Saved a lot of time since we didn't really need to do any of the details other than general building placement and destroying it. Cool glow of light coming from this area. Yeah, especially if you're like out on the water, you look into all these buildings and they're all quiet. And the only light you see is from the moon, fireflies. It's out in the forest. I think that's pretty neat. Let's turn it to day just to get one last look while the light is out. Very nice. I like the pathways that slowly turning back to just grass and flower. It's pretty neat. There's one tiny bit of stairs still left in here. There we go. Nice. I think that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead. save. Yeah, your game is saved. Okay, we're good. Okay. Hi, Annie. Welcome to stream. Let's go back to load, not this one. You load this one. And then we can go back to that. Delete it. Yep. Why is that crap? This is what we just made. Woke up, thought I dropped by. Okay. Sleep again soon. All good. I hope you get some rest. This is our little flower forest, claimed by nature. Little buildings slowly collapsing and being grown over. All meant to surround this peaceful little lake. Some mysterious lights going on inside. Very nice. Little guy looked like him. Alrighty, well. Let's do a new one. We just did flowery. We've done olden. We've done winter. Are we feeling summer? Are we feeling autumn? Or are we feeling Twin Islands? What do you guys think? Daily thing? Yeah. I don't know if we keep this or not, but we'll see. Twin Islands sound good. Alright, let's go with that then. See. Welcome to Tiny Daily. We know from personal experience that sometimes you need a bit of inspiration to get doodling. Each day we'll share a new theme and a starting glade. Today's theme is Twin Islands. Okay. Interesting. So what do we want to put here? Oh my god. You are adorable. An adorable little thing. Why don't you want to look at me? Okay. So that's a little stone bridge. What do we want to do with a map? It's mostly water. I think I know what we can do. Possibly, if it'll allow us. So it will. Interesting. see. I see, okay. Here's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna make a little village out in the water. So first, bring it up there. You know, actually, I think it would be more beneficial to start off with the stairs. I think this is going to be a little... This is going to be a little... No. Why raise the land? Oh wait, we subtract water. There we go. So we make this a little bit bigger. Okay. And from here, we can make some stairs. Maybe one that heads out. There. Okay. We will then lower the height. Just make it as wide as possible, why not? Why would we have anything else? And I think over here, we want it to be... And out here... Here. We'll have it circle back. Get it connected. First, we want to lower the height by a lot, because there's no need for it to be that tall. I think that all looks... So this area is real tall still. Looks pretty even. Yeah, okay. Hear me out. I'm thinking. I'm gonna make these roads wider. Just as absolutely wide can be. Okay. No, 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 no. About as good as I can get it, I think. Okay. So now, I think what I'm gonna do is having houses like lined up along these areas here. Meanwhile, we have more that just kind of circle this area, and then we have like some plants or something here in the middle. So I think for this center area here, have that. These area there, stretch it out. Both sides. Bring it out a bit. I think adding a tower either side that raises up. Maybe just the one. I think maybe just the one, actually. I like that. Move the height a little bit lower for the roof. Okay, okay. Now, for the rest of them, I want... This is what we're gonna do for these. So they will be right up against here. And we're gonna raise them up. Not too high. We want to make sure that they're level. We're gonna make them real wide. Just like that. Maybe just a little bit more. We're gonna do the same on this side. To the best of our ability, of course. Maybe we'll purposefully make it a little bit more off. Yeah. Okay. And these two will kind of like be our storage houses, I think. Maybe this is like a little fishing villa. But this is going to be the main kind of like office, like trades post area. These two will be for storage. And we'll have some little houses out in the water. Something cozy. Let's try. Let's go ahead and just start on these here. Like having a double door. Either side. is right here. Why there's a fence there, but yeah, that's fine. Then the fence is in there. Let's go ahead. Open up some windows. Some nice natural sunlight in. Sure. More on this side as well. First, I'm going for perfection here. Anything built out of stone and wood out in the middle of the water is gonna be bound to have some imperfections. Just gonna rotate as they go along. Just like that. Meanwhile, I think here we're gonna have move them halfway. Maybe each end here. Okay, I like that. So we want to add a little flat on top. Every building's gotta have some kind of heat for the winter. Those even these. We absolutely want to make sure there's enough lantern light. One on the edge of each building. We can do some fences on these. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh. All these people are just gonna have to be safe. Hey, don't fall in, that would suck. Maybe we'll do one on each side. Just like that. Add a little bit of movement with the flags. Combine those two. That's fine. All right. That's doing okay. How come these ain't working? It's not dark enough. Okay. There they go. There they go. Out of curiosity, if I build another building right here. So we're going to raise it like that. And we're going to lower it like that. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's just great. Okay, let's add a door here. We gotta have a little bit of a hangout spot. We'll make them pretty much the same shape. We'll make them the same shape because houses are the same length. That's cozy. Lantern out on each one. And, do we want any flags here? I think a flag on each corner would be just great. That's cool. I like that. I like that. Okay. How long can I make a building? If I did stairs, see from here. That's pretty nice. Okay, I need to reset some stuff here. Sure, that's all that. Okay. Delete that. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out. We're going to build a house right at the edge of it. Fix it up. Bring that edge on down. I should move these around. I can't get rid of that specific side. What the fuck? See if I did it just like right there. that down. Bring this out. Oh, I see. And then that'll be lower right there. Okay. Now, build another one right here. Let's have it a little bit more. So we angle it like that. Forward. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love this. Cute. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's Trolls don't make it the easiest. We'll figure it out. There we go. So we need to make this. No, I want to make that lower. That. And I need to make this lower. That, right? Okay. I like that. A lot better than just the stone roads. And we got a little bit of a sketchy ramp on our way up. Where can I connect a fence here? No. No. That's fine. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Maybe, yeah, we'll add a side door, why not? Wouldn't hurt. Very nice, very nice. Let's add another lantern out. Yeah. Just cause we want this area to be well lit. Okay. Pretty cool looking. I like that. Feels real. Okay. This ugly piece of shit. We need to get rid of this stuff. Okay. There we go. Thank God. So let's get some stairs out. I do kind of still want to keep the little spiral area if possible, so let's have it out. Have it end right there. Greetings and salutations. Hello. So let's just lower it. Anyway. Extend it out. We'll figure it out in a second. Maybe we need to just build something and get it along the way. So let's start with this. Right. How's everybody doing tonight? Doing alright. Yourself. So this one too. Does this stair not want to go? Oops. I have to have it like that. I can bring it out more. That. There we go. Awesome. Okay, I can get rid of that. Perfect. Okay. I can build that there. Raise that up. Bring that down. The whole building down. Boom. Now we got a nice dock. Just got home from being loved on by 12 cats he was having. Aww. Cute. Okay. So, how do we want to do this? We can just connect it, right? It'll just be blocky. Physical. Oh, I guess I can. This way. What if I turn? There's really no great light cycle here. So if I save this, can I delete that map? We wanted to that wider. Can have the wide roads and delete that. I see. Rid of that. Going to do some very basic buildings here. Right. Sit up out of the water. There we go. Make it. it as wide as possible. Because we're going to do it here. That and make it wide. I think we want to do one or two more here. I feel like one here. No water, no roof. Bring it down. Right. Maybe right here. We just won't do as wide. That's the general shape. If I do roads, or if I do stairs, go from here to here. That. Okay. Now we want to start in this first wide roads, wide as possibly can be. Perfect. Pile them. So we have one brick of the water on just one brick there. I can lower it. This one I can lower to the same level. It's basically just brick each. Wait. Oh, wait, sick. I can just lower it to the absolute minimum. Never mind. Shit. Okay. That one is actually pretty damn close. Okay, so lower it again. Oh, it's like every other one can be lowered all the way. It's back down. Eventually. Take this. Take that down to the minimum. This one will also go. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Now each one of these buildings interesting. there's like a level to this. We do it till just not clipping. That lowers everything. Shit. That's fine, right? Yeah, everything is looking good after that. This one, it's okay if it's clipping a bit. That's fine with me. Okay, hard part over. There we go. Let's turn them so they face each other a little bit better. Needs to be more spherical. Maybe. Okay. Really want to get these right. Of course, they don't gotta be perfect. See what we want them to be. This one is like freeform. That's fine. Okay. Very nice. We got a cool little walkway over here. Oh, cool little walkway. Now, from here, how do we want it to be from here? I think we connect each one of these places. We'll have it at its lowest level. We'll extend it out. Yes. Each one of these is going to be like a pier. And we want it to be just enough to. Each one of these to be a nice little pier. This is a little fishing village. Here. I go out just to the edge. Here in the center, we raise up some of the land. I want to get rid of the water. Mix it up a little bit. Let's do just a couple nice trees there. Just a collection of pretty flowers and stuff right there. That's nice. Alrighty. I like that. Let's go ahead and make these not so universal. We'll make them a little bit off. The ones that go out here, you probably want to keep a bit wider, but like ones that don't go out to a lot of land probably aren't going to have as many fishermen. They'll be a little bit thinner. These two that do go out, oops. This one be a little bit thinner and also kind of leaning out towards this area. Okay, I like that. Now maybe we have small buildings here. These can maybe be like the villagers maybe just like process the fish. Yeah, because maybe one right there on the opposite end. What is somewhat of a common practice, especially for those who are doing it for their own livelihood, is that they will keep where they fillet and gut and cut open all the fish relatively close to where they're actually fishing. That way, when they're done with whatever scraps they aren't going to use, they toss it into the water. Two reasons. One, it's just good to kind of recycle what you're not going to use. The scraps of fish that you're not going to use is going to get tossed out and recycled into the system, and little fish will eat it, little crustaceans will eat it, and then those feed bigger fish, blah blah blah. But also, it's kind of like a form of training them, or I guess chumming. It's a better way to put it. As the fish will learn, hey, this area back here with all this structure, all these poles that go up to the surface, there's a lot of food here, so it makes it easier for them to fish. We'll do that. Do that. So here, let's get rid of the trees. I feel like there's going to be too much roadway. Which roads do we like the best? Cobblestone, we got like a pavement. Harder stone. I kind of like the harder stone. I'm just gonna graze over it a bunch. There we go. Here. Some old busted up fences that act as a some flowers in these areas. Whoa. Too many. Just like that. Got a little bit here too. Very nice. Grow flowers underneath the buildings. I think that'd be a nice little touch. Waters by these buildings where, assuming these are kind of trade ports, probably don't see as much water traffic, the lines and everything that these guys do. Probably won't be as much. This area will probably be a bit cleaner, at least in regards to debris and stuff like that. Hey, that's very nice. It's very nice. Of course, we've got to have a village where the people will actually live. I'm only getting rid of these trees now. I will add them back. I want to do something kind of special with this. Let's start with this first line here. I want it to be raised quite a bit. Do a second line. We'll have it be a little bit steeper. Have a second line here, built up alongside that edge. I want this to be a little bit taller. Yeah, I can make that real tall. Like that, that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna do stairs. Let's do set here. Go in. Maybe just up here. I want them wide. I think I'll do another set right here. Make it also pretty wide. Not as big as the other ones, but you'll get the idea. Okay. So now here, you will have buildings. I'm thinking maybe some kind of big wall. The protective wall, we'll pretend like there's other stuff. We'll cover it with trees eventually. We will have these layered houses here. I think that would bring some height to the terrain that we very much need. guess I just get rid of the whole wall. Huge. Oh, let's keep it all level, I guess. Isn't it? It's not as tall now. Okay, hold on. There we go. Get a little bit of daylight here. Perfect. Just keep it like right there. I think we want to have all these houses right kind of here. It's already got a good shape right there, huh? We'll try to keep them in between. Of course, we'll edit the heights and everything to be a little bit different. Oops. So I can change the height of the other ones here. Ooh, yikes, okay, hold on. Yeah, I can. We can just go right there. I can't change height. That can I? No. Interesting. Weird. Okay. Well, that's fine, I think. We need to add a little bit more land. We will. Let's just get the other house shapes down first. I think here would be a good place. Sheep, maybe. Here. Building there. There. Go. Just a little bit away from there. These houses. Move this one out. There, move it further there. Like, get this kind of diagonal look going. Let's go any further out. Nice. Okay. I'm liking how it's looking. I'm liking how it's looking. Let's add a little bit of land. Just have to work with it. Okay. let's start with where the doors would make most sense. We wouldn't want to open right into the open street there. These guys got a nice double door. There we go. So looking at the doors, we'll have one here. Like most places should be pretty close to just the center. That often is what makes the most sense. It's big enough to justify a double door, I think. I want to see this one too. Maybe that one as well. Okay. Let's add some dirt paths. These are just going to be your standard walkways. Oh, that's kind of cute. Right up against the house. Oh, that's nice. We're going to try to go right up against the house. Nobody wants to walk on the edge. Once we get right away from this cliff, we're going to kind of veer back. So nobody wants to, oops, I didn't go that far in. Nobody wants to walk right on the edge. Think about paths that I find, and this comes from like experience of like building in Minecraft and stuff, is that people take the path of least resistance. So whatever's the easiest walkway they're going to be going, and that's what people will take. So I'm going to try to replicate that from people's front doors. Yeah, people don't walk in sharp angles, really. People don't typically like to walk sharp angles. They will go with whatever's smoothest. So I'm gonna try to keep that. I'm gonna try to replicate that one. Of the landscaping and building in this game. There it is, there it is. Very relaxing. I'm gonna kind of clear out the space that's closer to these stone walls. What the fuck? Interesting, I did not know that. Did that. Because again, when people are faced with either cliffside or, you know, a stone wall like this, chances are they're going to want to stick to the wall as close as they can. So I think that's all the pathing done here. Let's go ahead and do some decorations. Of course, every house is going to want some kind of windows, maybe a double window at the back. Buildings like this that are just going to look out right into the roads probably don't care to have windows, at least there. Like that, not bad. Again, we'll have a little bit of asymmetry here. This one looking out to the forest, we'll go ahead. Have some windows. Of course, this guy looking at is going to see as well. Maybe some out here as well. Here, this person is going to want windows that are high up. They got a roof in the way, so no sense in having windows here. Maybe here. Two out here. This person, kind of same as before. But they're a little bit higher up, so I'm going to do kind of a zigzag pattern. I'm not going to do one on that side. This person, I'll do 2 doubles, single in the center. Maybe one to look out to the street. Of course we want some to look out to the forest outside. Each place is going to want a chimney. Nobody wants to go cold. I'm going to do them kind of on losing sides here, a more haphazardly. There's nobody who builds on a cliffside, I would imagine, has much room for organization. They're going to make it work however they can. Some little banners up. Especially like on these corner points. just to get a little bit of more movement out here. A little sense of flow. That's nice. I think it would be a cute little motif if you were to do a flag above every door. Maybe that's just some kind of theme that they like to do here. Some kind of something popular done by the village. Like their signature. There we go. Lots of little flags here. That's cute. Let's go ahead. Let's build some gardens here. And on the sides, people aren't really going to be walking, but still nice to have a little bit of color. Now the plots on the very top, we're going to have a little bit less access to that. We just don't have as much walk room. Over here might just be a nice planted bed. I can see stuffed in this corner. A little bit wild. But here, I'll keep it to a minimum. I want to keep that little space open. Here we'd be able to do anything. Maybe a little bit here. A little row of flowers. Maybe that's just something that take care of themselves, this house here. There we go. Now, I think for similar reasons as to the other places, we're gonna have a little bit of a fenced off portion. Do something that's a little bit eroded away over time. It serves as a border of sorts. Of course, just for some color. Got a communal garden here. Right here at the edge. Because it gets to the thicker parts where it's a little bit harder to maintain, like here. Go ahead and make it bigger bushes. That also gives some foliage out to the edges of the water here. Whereas the thinner parts will just keep maintained. Meanwhile, places where there really isn't too much land between the walkways and the stone, we'll just keep that as it is. About at this point, we get to at all those trees we were going to say we were going to just to the very edge here. It's going to be more so of way for me to try to hide the fact that we're not on a completely flat, empty map. So I'll give the illusion that there's more. What do we see? I can go along the edges here. So it looks like it kind of overgrows on the wall. I'm gonna add just a couple trees here and there, just to the areas that seem like they have enough space that can hold them. For some of these top bits, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more sparing, with the exception of maybe that backyard. Maybe just a few on the edge here as well. Kind of hiding just how flat that background is. Night, Haley. Righty. Finally, I'll add just a few trees to the edges here. Just where this island is. I guess it would make sense that I add a few here as well. The thicker the brush is. Probably make for a nice shaded spot. I'm gonna grow some out into the water itself. Good night, Vi. Happy birthday. Surround the whole place as much as we can in trees. Just to kind of get rid of any bare spots here. Also to partially hide the map marker line. Even where map marker line is as well. Just do a little bit of a row of flowers. Maybe try to cover that up. And all in all, I think we did good. I think this is a cozy little village. Spots. There we go. Slightly looking bare. Okay. Well, I can't think of much else we'd want to add. Maybe not there. Maybe some fences along here. Just just to kind of act as a sort of safeguard. Will be perfect. I'll make sure to add some gaps here and there. At least make it look like an effort was made. Light them by the stairs as well. I'll add them to the edges of the road over here as well. Yeah, in a sort of mixed up manner. Here we can't really add too much, unfortunately, because we're kind of pushing the limits of what these buildings are supposed to be, I feel. This might be... don't want to do anything with this. I don't think I could do stairs here, could I? Nah, I don't think so. Cool idea, though. Circular buildings for us. I guess a tower. So it made sense if I did like towers in a circle. But that's fine. I'm happy with what we made. I think we did pretty good. Pretty good, all things considered. Nice little fishing village. Let's go ahead, switch on out. Very nice. Well, let me go over the schedule just before we end off tonight's stream. Thinking about it. There we go. Alright, well, tomorrow night, you guys can look forward to the free Patreon exclusive as well as the YouTube audio. The Patreon exclusive is going to be more of a Q&A for you guys, whereas the YouTube exclusive, or the YouTube audio, will be Boyfriend Kisses the Mean Thoughts Away. It's very sweet, very wholesome. Thursday, we got nothing going on. Friday, as per usual, we will be continuing Skyrim. And the YouTube audio VA Boyfriend Practices poem reads with you. I read that really weird. Uh, and Saturday, Batman and I be initiating. We're gonna be initiating. What's it called? Automation October or no, Automation August. I don't know what month it is. I'm tired. Uh, and yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be playing Satisfactory. He's gonna be kind of like my loose guide, and it's gonna be a good time. Yeah. With that said, everybody, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Hope you have a lovely rest of your days and or nights. Hope you sleep well. I hope you have the sweetest of dreams. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Bye. Good night. Bye.